Teams as they line up for this one. Here's the Australian team. Remember, they are one player down with Lewis Holland suspended from yesterday's play, but still it's a young, quick team with Matt Lucas, Con Foley and Luke Morahan coming from 15-a-side rugby into the Aussie lineup for this game. And good hopes for Australia. They've had a great day in rugby today back home in Melbourne against the British Lions. There's the French team coached by Frédéric Pomerel. Both of these teams are unbeaten with common opponents here, Tunisia and Spain. So it's head-to-head. The winner will go through here in this lineup, France against Australia.
We're really picking this game to be close, Keith, and the reason why is because they play a similar style, very abrasive. Both teams like the physical nature of the game, and as you said, on top of that, bragging rights to go top of the pool. That's the carrot at the end of this one.
There is Ed Jenkins. Australia all fired up. They've got their women's team here as well, the men's team, Matt Lucas there as well. They've got some fine young players here, and they're well led, they're well coached, and they've finished the HSBC IRB Sevens tour in strong style. Rhys Thomas of Wales is the referee for this one. And here in Moscow in Russia, good support for both of these teams.
Ready?
So it's been a great day in Australian rugby today, way down in the southern part of the world. Their 15-a-side team won the second test over the British and Irish Lions in Melbourne. And now they're trying to qualify here with their very young Sevens team in Moscow. They've had 2 wins out of 2, but the French opposition in the dark colours have ambitions. But look at Luke Morahan prove his worth by going through to score a try after just a few seconds of the first half. Well, almost Carl Tanana paid for his ticket right there and then.
Yes, indeed, Luke Morahan doing great work under duress on the sideline. Look how he backs himself. Great body position, keeps his feet in, realises that he is near the sideline. Look at that right foot, puts himself in the air in the fancy finish. Good work there, Luke Morahan.
Oh, that was just wonderful, wasn't it? He's out of the Queensland Reds scene and playing with all the determination of a full professional player. The conversion is not over 5-0.
What I liked about it, Keith, is he saw the mismatch. He saw Vincent Daniel, he was matched up on, and he went round him, backed his pace, and that's what you want to see.
So there is Matt Lucas kicking off. Just a 21-year-old, and now here come the French for the first time. And this is a lovely run by Candelon. He's the veteran in the team with a lot of speed. Cleared away by Daligna. Out through Daniel. And now it's with Albaladejo. They're 40 metres out. The French have a pretty efficient outfit too. They won't just lie down in the face of that first try against them by Australia. Candelon. Daniel goes in, he's number 1. Penalty for France.
Con Foley there trying to challenge at the breakdown. He was the tackler. Now the French team will just slow it down. Will they go to the line out or set up a play? Looks like they're going to go. The tap. Candelon, though, heavily involved. I like the way he took the ball forward.
And there is Terry Buahwa. Easily recognised with the pile of tumbling hairstyle. And he gets it away to a new set start from the line-outs. Very sharp player is Buahwa, number 4. And not a great throw. Not able to be controlled and cleared away by Jenkins, the captain. Lucas. And now Foley. Bernard Foley gets it out to the first touch for Clark at halfway. Cam Clark. They bring it up again. Morahan. Australia snapping their passes out. Foley but intercepted in a way. Dalinia gets it away to Buruahwa, and now Al Baladejo. Buruahwa again. Steve Barry. Candelon. Not many players at this tournament over the age of 30. Candelon is 32, but he's quick. Mazway is number 3. Here goes Al Baladejo. He's got support, but didn't connect with it. Over the top goes Foley. Referee is Rhys Thomas of Wales.
Both teams really cancelling each other out. One-on-one matchups. Physical encounter after 2 long days, Keith, and this is where it really starts to hurt. Heavy body contact there.
2 number 3s met there, Sean McMahon and Jean-Baptiste Mazway. Oh dear. And that's bad news indeed for Australia's hopes here. Sean McMahon, that looks like a serious injury, doesn't it? They're quickly looking after his elbow and forearm as away he goes to the sideline. One of the most promising and significant players in their hopes. Mazway, his opposite number, seems to be okay.
Hopefully also for Australia's sake. They're already down 1 man. With Lewis Holland out for 3 games, and now we're down to the bare minimum of 10, so hopefully that's not a bad injury by Sean McMahon.
Every country allowed to bring 12 players to the tournament, and have 7 starting obviously and 5 in the reserve, so that means Australia at the moment with 1 suspended and 1 injured down to 10. Here goes Morahan. Now open country ahead. Beautiful try again, so well taken, and Luke Morahan scores his 2nd.
Great work from the set piece for Australia. And now they're looking like the outfit that everyone thought pre-tournament were going to be one of the favourites. Luke Morahan, ball in the right hand, carrying it like a loaf of bread. The long striding Morahan. Steve Barry tried to come over and knock that ball out, but the pressure was downward.
Look at that, he distanced himself from Candelon, who didn't want to stay with the run at all. Barry really did put in a real good forearm swing underneath the body of Morahan. It didn't work out. Try was scored, and the conversion has missed as well. That's a 10-0 Australia. 2 good tries.
Yeah, very good, and it's come on the back of some good defence. Look at that, there's some champion names there. One in particular stands out, David Campese.
And that's all-time try scorers across all World Cups. Away goes Matt Lucas. Be looking at that result of the Lions in Australia, with Lucas having played against them for the New South Wales Waratahs. Foley 2 and Morahan for the Queensland Reds. Number 6 is Con Foley. Okay. Oh, it's trouble there for Tom Cusack, a big man who's come off the bench to replace McMahon.
This is a tough one here. He's saying that they didn't have the ball, but it was actually a knock-on for mine from the Australian player going down to deck. French had 2 chasing members. A big let-off here for Australia. 30 seconds before the half.
So Bernard Foley clears it away to touch. Keep your tweets coming to us. I know that Greg Clark will be tweeting the scores furiously to his big audience of followers. No doubt pleased to see that scoreline as halftime approaches. And also that his son is there, number 7, Cameron Clark.
This is the type of game that the French thrive on, this arm wrestle, just keeping it close. A team that if they get a sniff, as New Zealand rugby supporters all know, they're hard to stop once they get a roll on.
So, Buruahwa. halfway line. El Baladejo. Number 1 is Daniel. Bangs it into conflict there. Down it goes onto the floor. El Baladejo, sorry, that's number 7. That's is that Bhutan come off the bench into the game? So the referee has stopped the game, and he's going to go back to a yellow card.
Yeah, there's been some off-the-ball play here. The French had to keep their discipline. They were away. Pulling back, I think, is the gesture that the referee's called. Silly stuff there from the French because they had an opportunity. Baladejo.
So what is Cusack going to do here? Taps and runs. Well, I don't know if it was a legitimate kick. There's a tiny little detail that you've got to release the ball on the tap kick. I think it just touched his boot, but sympathetic referee there. Oh, has he got his hand in his pocket there? And that's against Jean-Marcel Bhutan, I think it is, coming away to this yellow card. No, El Baladejo.
Well, 2 infringements in 30 seconds has probably been the thing for the referee to send them off. Now, Australia, can they make them pay?
Clark, wide to Foley. Deflected down by the French, so they'll be able to save that one. The half-time has been reached. They'll have a little bit of an extra man for the start of the second half. And there's the half-time score. 2 good tries by Luke Morahan, 10-0. Australia over France. Check the statistics of the match as they go through the bottom of the screen. Frederic Pomerel is the man down on his haunches, the French coach.
Messieurs, vous n'êtes pas inférieurs à eux. Vous n'êtes pas inférieurs à eux. Il faut avoir le ballon. Avoir le ballon, le garder là pendant 1 minute 30. Avoir le ballon, le garder. Ça va le faire, c'est sûr. Vous n'êtes pas inférieurs à eux. Il faut juste se discipliner un peu plus. On les siffle 2 fois plus qu'eux. Il est hyper sévère avec vous. Soyez rigoureux. Soyez rigoureux sur les détails. Relâchez.
Right, you've got to use it. Tom's going to take Sean's goal on the full man, so we've got that there to use, all right?
That's the thing, boys. If we're holding the ball, recycling the ball, we look good, okay? Don't worry about the 50-50s. The game's ours to lose. We've got to hold the ball. Vous allez là, les garçons. Vous pouvez le faire. Vous allez le faire.
Look at the difference in the huddles, Keith. Frederic Pomerel. I love the passion that they bring, the French. Michael O'Connell, the Australian coach, very calm, collected.
Certainly a difference. Very measured Australian there. At 10-0, his side is not comfortable victors yet. We look up into the stands there. You see the windows across the top left there. That's where the broadcast situations are. We're right up on the 5th floor of Luzhniki Stadium. On the 4th floor, incidentally, there's a hotel with 100 rooms.
Ready?
Seem to be doing pretty good business here inside the stadium. Second half begins. France against Australia. The winners automatically qualify for the quarter-final stages. Both of these teams came here to Moscow with high hopes, strong ambition. It's Australia who've made a good beginning in the first half, and they have a little advantage with a man in the bin for France. So it's 6 for the French against 7 for Australia. So it's a bit of a game of keep ball for France, although Deniau is trying to kick it clear to see if he can make a try. Now, whistle's gone.
Great work there by the French from the kickoff. A lot of people are using that tactic where it's right down the middle. They win it after a game of ping pong. Cam Clark couldn't take that ball cleanly. Deniau, the big prop here for the French team, putting the kick through. Remember, Keith, they're still down to 6 men for another minute.
Good work by Lucas through on Buruahua. Number 9 is Steve Barry, one of the better players in the French team. And this time it'll be an Australian scrum put in.
If they get a clean heel here, the Australians have got the numerical advantage out wide.
7 change, 7 yellow.
Cam Clark is coming off now. He's being replaced by Shannon Walker. So Michael O'Connor realising the situation. Shannon Walker has been a super sub for the Australians. He can fly.
Yes, he's got a bit more speed than Clark. Clark's a more steady player. Good for the start of the game. They need the speed of Walker. Walker's waiting out wide. Running with it is Morahan. He's his own set of problems. Now it's with Shannon Walker. Cut on the inside. This is a great call by Coach O'Connor. A beautiful call by Coach O'Connor. Sees Shannon Walker run the length of the field. Coast to coast, he's gone and scored for Australia, try number 3.
Exactly what the Australians needed before the French were brought to their full 7. There's the pass from Luke Morahan. I thought he should have given it earlier, but Shannon Walker, great pitches there, lads. In the slow-mo, just showing his balance, showing his step, showing his strength, and in the end, showing his gas.
Comes out of a very big family. 4 or 5 brothers and sisters. 5 brothers and 4 sisters. And look at that, it's a very good conversion as well. So suddenly it's a 17-0 lead. So the man on the chair for 10 minutes did not help France's cause at all in this game. And into the match now comes number 8, James Stannard. Another craggy veteran of the sevens world and a very good man to bring on with the score to be protected now. And now the French will come back at the Aussies, and we know they will. Terry Buawa running hard towards halfway, bringing it back, all the French flair, chased by Stannard, but it's Terry Buawa giving France what should be a 7-pointer.
Well, they really did need to be the next ones to score. Terry Buawa knew that, and straight from the kickoff, he took it upon himself to get his team back in, broke tackles to the left-hand side, ball in 2 hands, right foot step, and then the pace to finish from deep. This is a good 80-metre run, remember.
Still a beautiful game, isn't it, Carl, for people of all shapes and sizes, and the sevens. Here's one of the littlest guys on the tour, and he can make a mark with an explosive run like that. We've got room in the sevens game for big guys. A lot of the 15s rugby seems to be all played by players of the same size. Let's not knock the 15s game, but Terry Buawa, an example that a smaller man can be very effective.
Yeah, small in stature, but big on impact. And there go the French again.
What is happening? Jean-Marcel Boutin, and that's going to be another one that's multiplied by 7, and suddenly they're within striking distance of winning the game. They've snapped over the conversion already, just a matter of seconds, and Jean-Marcel Boutin with the conversion brings it up to 17-14.
That's the beauty of this game of sevens. It can change within a heartbeat. Australia can't take the kick-off cleanly. And he shows a clean pair of heels to his Boutin. And just like that, the French are only 3 points behind.
So where's this one going to go? And it's gone to the French again. So they have it. Remember, Al Baladejo spent some time in the bin. They've come back on and struck back with 14 brilliant points. Referee Lewis, as Thomas has gone back playing an advantage.
What do they do here? They can have a shot at goal and even up, or do they go the corner? A team that loves or thrives on confidence. Is he pointed for a shot at goal? Yes.
He's pointed for the shot at goal. Now this is rare, but it's perfectly allowable. It's worth 3 points to tie it up to 17 all. And it's Terry Buawa, who's probably one of the more efficient players on the tour of any country. It's a little snap, but it's over. It looked like it was curling wide, but he's tied it up. Of course, the French would do well with a drop kick and with their long history, and Buawa has tied this game up with a drop goal, 17 all.
Well, hasn't he made an impact, the number 4 for France? 2 good kickoffs. Can he make it 3 in a row?
And the usually solid-looking Michael O'Connor looking stunned there, as they might say down under, looking like a stunned mullet. But here come the Aussies. They know they can do it. They've scored 3 brilliant tries in the first half too. They've got big runners, and here's one of them who got the third try, Shannon Walker. We've got a big chase coming in by Boutin, and a penalty for France. They want to win this game with just seconds to go. This might be their last chance.
Are they going to go to the sideline and back their line out? Still 30 seconds, so a bit of time. They'll have an opportunity to get it in. They are. Buroa needs to get it downfield. Make sure it goes out first and foremost.
Yes, kicks it down safely over the sideline, so hardly made any ground at all. So they're going to back the set move. There's Stannard moving into position now. Buroa with the all-important throw now. Up goes Daniel, Vincent Daniel. So it's working efficiently for the French. Now, the explosive, he's kicked it. He's satisfied with the draw. He's satisfied with the draw. They've obviously had a look at the points for and against and have decided that's good enough to see them through. And for Australia, as colleague Wyn Griffith said, they'll have to wait till the calculators come out. 17 all, Australia against France. On the basis of what we've just seen then from Teddy Buroa, France will go through as the best second-placed team in the complicated system that happens at the World Cup. The 6 pool winners go through, plus the best 2 second-place teams. So this is a bit of a sensational result. Australia against France.